Hello, my darlings. Welcome to today's episode with Tea with Tea. So, on today's episode, I'll be telling you how it's a big torture for you as an adult to get in a craft in 2024. If you are new on this page, don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on your notification bell so you'll be the first to know when my video drops. So, let's dive into the video. I'll be giving you 3 points for you to know why it's a torture for you as an adult in getting a craft. 1, it is time consuming. 2, it is money intensive. 3, your locations play a major role in getting that craft. Because getting a skill, you need to be punctual. Punctuality plays a major role for you to get your desired results. If you are not punctual, like in general in life, if you are not punctual at anything, you might not get your desired results. You need to show up regardless of life is lifing, regardless of these are just piling up. You need to still show up. Consistency in getting that craft. 2, back to the main point, money consuming. Getting a craft in 2024, it is no longer cheap. Back in the days, where will be like, okay, getting a craft is for people that don't want to go to school. In the typical Igbo tradition, serving oga because you want to get your own space at the end of the day. It is no longer cheap getting a craft. It is no longer cheap because from you paying and to getting your equipment, it is so money intensive. You are paying for that craft, you are paying for your equipment, you are paying for your transportation, you are paying even for your food that you have to eat. Like everything requires money. It is money intensive. So if you are thinking of getting a craft in 2024, if you don't have money, raise up for the bills that will be lining up that requires you to buy this, buy that, buy this. From 1,000, you are already earning 1,000, 2,000. Before you know, your bank account is already bleeding because you want to get a craft. Getting a craft is no longer cheap. You have to know that. For the space or the location and aspects, it has like a huge impact in getting a desired result. Because if you are, okay, for me, in my own case, I had in mind of getting or learning that craft in an aesthetically pleasing space, a picture worthy space, or a place that people of class and might are coming to either braid their hair or popular space. So if you are going to an aesthetically pleasing shop, you might not really get that attention that you need as a beginner. You need an attention, you need encouragement because you are an adult. It's not like back in the days when you'll be like, okay, once you are done with secondary school, you are going out to learn this, you are going out to do this, your parents are paying for that, you don't need to worry about the bills. You just need to, at times, you're not even sure because you don't know what it takes for them to raise that money to pay for that craft. But now, every contribution you are doing for you to get that craft requires money, and you've paid for the craft. Now it's not just paying for the craft though. You are showing up every day, irrespective of anything happening around you. So that space where you will be getting that craft is very important. You might even want to employ the word of the Gen Z. Shout out to Gen Zs, they are my favorite people on it because they have a daring spirit. They can do things for the plot. They'll be like, okay, let me just do it for the plot. If it fails, it fails. But now for an adult, you cannot just pick up yourself or ATM or your bank account and you not just do transfer or transaction for the plot. Oh. You are so calculated. So that space where you'll be getting that craft is very important. If you're looking at like a big shop for you to get that craft, you might not really get that attention, like I said, because they will just be interested in, okay, how many months are you paying for? How many years are you paying for? And once you are done, or once that section is over, you need to leave. There's nothing like them. Are you even good with what you came here for? Did you even get what you want? They will not be paying that detailed attention to you. They will not allow you braid customers' hair if you are not a pro. Because if you are learning with your dummy, you might be good with your dummy, but working with your dummy is different from working on a woman's head. You might start on point A to point Z on a dummy. No mistake. perfect, it will come out so fine. But when you want to do that same hair or that style on a woman's hair, you see that there are some loopholes and there are some things you need to put into consideration for you to have that desired result. You need to be calculative. You need to know that you are starting from point A to point Z. You need to come out perfect. The lines need to be straight. Those are those things that you need to put into consideration. But when you're working on your dummy, you don't need those factors. You can just start on your dummy, and the dummy has a very perfect shape. It's like a circle. Once you start, you finish it. But once you might have you are working on the client's hair, and the client might have like a long hair at the back, short hair at the front. Some people don't have it even at the middle. But you need to put all those things into consideration before you start any style on that customer's hair. So if they don't allow you to practice on your customer's hair, how will you get better? How will you get better? But if you are learning or getting that craft from a trenches store or space, that person will give you detailed attention, because at the end of the day, they will be using you. Let me tell you why I said they'll be using you. Because if you are good at that craft, the person in question might even leave customers order for you to take care of. In my own case, the person might say, okay, then her hands are full. You can learn, you can just braids on this customer, do this, do that. The more you keep this thing is consistent, the more you keep doing, the more you keep getting better. The more you keep doing, the more you keep getting better. But if you are not allowed to make mistakes on customers, how can you get better? So those are the factors. You might say, okay, you want an aesthetically pleasing place. It is good. Once you get an aesthetically pleasing place, put in mind that you might not get that detailed attention into learning that craft or into getting the knowledge or whatever you are there for. You might not get that detailed attention. Not just attention, encouragement. Like, okay, for some persons that are not crafty like me, like I believe, okay, growing up, you have to go to school, get your degrees, and at the end of the day, work in a corporate world, and life is good. But no, welcome to 2024. You need a side hustle. You need something that really, outside your 9 to 5, you need something to fetch you that money. You need something to keep you going. And the world is just a digital world, as we say, and it's also a space for people that are crafty. But the decision in getting that craft is the bigger one, because there's something that comes with change. Change is a very scary stuff, because you might decide, okay, you want to just leave your 9 to 5, you want to get a craft, you want to do this, you want to get a skill or something. You'll be scared. This decision I want to make, is it a good decision? Is it worth it? In my own case, if you want to know if it's worth it, if you stick long enough on my page, you will know if it's worth it or not. I'll give my review. But for now, you have to make that conscious decision that, okay, I am going into this space. I need to give it my all. Change is a scary thing. So is that decision like the main factor for you realizing that you need to get a craft? Followed by you having that money, because you need money to do everything. You need money to get a craft. To get a craft is no longer cheap. So that brings me to telling you that getting a craft as an adult is a torture. It's a craft as a teenage girl, or as a teenage boy, or as a teenage child in general. It is better for you to get a craft. As an adult, you have so many things in your plate that needs attention, and at the same time, that craft you want to probably learn need that 100% attention too. That brings me to today's episode. But before we go, don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on your notification bell so you'll be the first to know when my videos drop. I'll be making full video on how to get in a space to learn that craft. How it's difficult for you to get a space to learn that craft, because it took me 2 whole months to find a space to even learn the craft. So see you on my next episode. Bye.